welcome back to Game Galaxy, and I just wanted to make this really quick video explaining where I've been and what I've been up to the last couple of months. For those of you who don't know, I work in visual effects on feature films, and the current project I'm on involves these guys up here that comes out in March. So I've been really busy these last couple months, and we're coming near the end, which means it's crunch time, and so my days have been 12 to 14 hour days, 6 or 7 days a week. It can vary. And so it hasn't left me a lot of time to do the show, or play video games, or live life to a certain degree. So I had to step back and take a mini hiatus from the show. But that does not mean Game Galaxy is done. If any of you subscribers out there like watching the show and have missed it, thank you very much. Game Galaxy will return. I am focused on coming back in March, hopefully, to kick back up that weekly cycle of videos again. But it might, I'm not sure when in March, it might be towards the end, because I might need some time to just exercise and get healthy again, and I feel like I've gained some weight. In fact, I have, so just need to get out there and, become one with nature. But just wanted to come on and do that, and I wanted to say, if you're not, if you're subscribed and you don't have notifications turned on, I invite you to just click the notification button either on your phone or on the main page. That way, when I do come back and I do post a video, you'll see it right on your mobile device, or you'll get a little YouTube email saying that I've posted. So I've got some exciting things coming up. But I just thought beyond that, I'd just chat and see what's going on. A lot of news has happened in the gaming world. The Nintendo Switch was announced. It was all exciting. And I've been so busy, I haven't really had a lot of time to look at it. And it wasn't until at work somebody was showing me, you might watch this video because I think he subscribed. He showed me some Super Mario Odyssey. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's awesome! And so all of a sudden, I wasn't interested in buying a Switch. Now I'm like, I want to buy a Switch! I want to buy it! And I came home, showed my wife the video, showed the Breath of the Wild video, and then a few days passed, and I saw that Breath of the Wild is coming out for Wii U, which I still have. I'm borrowing somebody's for a bit. I eventually will have to give it back, probably, and maybe I'll get mine, I don't know. But the fact that Zelda is coming to the Wii U as well also just kind of killed my, oh, I must have the Switch. So once the excitement cleared, I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll wait, and I'll definitely wait. I have a theory about that, though. The NES Classic, which, hold on a second. That's right, the NES Classic. I have one. It's a funny story. I'll talk about this in a future video, hopefully if I have time. But you know these things, impossible to get. I have a theory that they artificially, made these scarce, and then of course the annoying scalpers, did their thing. But I feel like Nintendo made the NES Classic very scarce to get, so that, everybody wants it, right? And my theory is that for the Switch, everybody's gonna think, oh my god, there's not gonna be enough, I gotta get it. But in reality, Nintendo will make plenty of them. And so everybody will have that mentality to go out and have to buy, and there'll be plenty, and they'll make tons of money. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. And man, 2016 was probably the biggest gaming year I have ever seen. We just got pummeled with video games that last year, all very high quality. It was crazy, it couldn't keep up. I was trying to think of what my favorite game of 2016 is, and I came down to two options, and if you know my sensibilities, you might be able to guess what they are. There's still some I need to play, but obviously one of them is the new Doom. This was a love letter to Doom fans, and really kind of revitalized old first-person shooting elements and still modernized it to a degree and brought back health that didn't regenerate, which was fun. And also, this game is not being talked enough. The one I'm about to show you, obviously, is not being talked about enough on the internet, and that is Final Fantasy 15, man. I love this game. I have only been able to put 16 hours into it, which for an RPG is not very much at all. And I know, this came out in November. People have already beaten it. I haven't had time. I haven't played this in over a month, but I love it. And it's not the hype train, because I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. I played I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skipped 6, I know, I'm sorry, I have to play it, 7, 8, 10, still need to do 9 as well, but I played a lot of Final Fantasies is the point, and I did not like 12, I tried 13 and got disinterested, and so I think part of the problem is that this is the deluxe edition. The fact that 15 is after it, people just kind of be like, oh yeah, it's just another Final Fantasy. Okay, yeah. But this game, they did it right, man. Like, I opened it up and I was like, thank God. It is such a love letter to Final Fantasy fans. And if you love Final Fantasy or Final Fantasy of old, they made this game for you. And I mean, even when you boot it up on the screen, it says, you know, for longtime fans and new players, or something to that effect. And it's just absolutely wonderful. And I can't wait for some time to free up in my schedule so I can just zone out with this and spend a lot of time and ultimately beat it. It's incredible. I love this game. As far as Christmas time and all that, you know, my wife and I flew back down to Chicago to visit family and friends, and there I got to hang out with Joey D/3. We hung out, played some video games. Beyond that, we saw the Assassin's Creed movie together, and if you haven't seen that movie, I'm going to steal Joey B's words. He said, and I agree with his sentiment, he liked it more than he disliked it, and I feel the same. I liked it more than I disliked it, but there just wasn't enough action. It was a very lame ending with a kind of, you know, trying to set up a sequel, but in a very lame way. Got a few video games for Christmas. I don't normally like to do these kind of videos, but I thought, you know, some people like talking about video games. My wife got me this awesome game called Super Dungeon Bros. It's super fun. I'll throw some gameplay up if I have time to get it for you, but it's pretty much a very cutesy Gauntlet type game, and if you know me, I love Gauntlet and Gauntlet Legends, so Super Dungeon Bros is an awesome game. You can play up to 4 players locally, which is always fun, and I'm sure you can play online. You sure can. Yeah, so anything, couch co-op games are just a blast, and Super Dungeon Bros is cool. I also received Rise of the Tomb Raider. I'm super excited to try this once I free up some other games. And I got, finally, Shovel Knight. I am so far behind with everybody who's experienced this game, and I know I'm going to absolutely love it when I delve into it. So if you've played Shovel Knight, tell me, does it live up to the hype? Is it that awesome? And finally, I bought it day one because I wanted to support it, but I already know I'm not going to get to this game for probably 9 months because of just what I have planned in my queue and in my life. But that's The Last Guardian. I'm a huge fan of Shadow of the Colossus and Eco, and just, you know, I have been waiting for this game to come out. I remember it was I don't know when I originally saw the trailer, was it 2009? But 2012, I remember like calling GameStop and be like, do you guys have a release date for this game called The Last Guardian? And they were like, what? Huh? And I'm like, yeah, you haven't heard of this? The game by the people who made Shadow of the Colossus? And nobody knew what I was talking about. And, you know, we waited and waited for years, and of course, this was one of the games that was announced at 2015 E3, along with Shenmue 3 and all that stuff, and Final Fantasy that made us blow our minds. So I wanted to support it and buy it. So if you love Shadow of the Colossus, please go buy and show your support for this game and play it. I don't know if it's good yet, but I'm assuming if it's in the same vein, it will be. So what are you guys' thoughts on Nintendo Switch? I'm just curious what people are thinking about it and all that. So once again, just want to remind you, hope I haven't blabbed on too long, that Game Galaxy will return in March. I might try to pepper a video here and there as it comes, but just look for me back in March. Take care.